Got going on.
So this weekend we have the Gridlock facing off against the Torch in the first game, and then Surge facing off against Shadow in the second game. Gridlock is 6-0 this season, coming in as the favorite over Torch, who's 3-3 and just got in barely in a very exciting game.
We'll see highlights of that game later on. I'm very excited for our crowd today, especially those who can see both semifinals games. We have this one here starting in just a few minutes, followed by currently scheduled for a 7 o'clock game. All right, as you can see on your screen right now, we have that Road to Championship weekend with the record New York Gridlock 6-0, Austin Torch 3-3. Key wins, there's Raleigh for Austin Torch, Philadelphia and Indiana for New York Gridlock. We're about to see some highlights.
This was the game that allowed the Torch to make it to finals weekend.
Everyone knows how hard it is to get to this high level of Ultimate. They've had to really fight their way, made some really impressive plays. What a fun time to watch, and you can just see the excitement of the team.
Looks like it was a universe point victory here, 15-14. Can't get any closer than that.
As you can see on the screen, temperature right now, 79 degrees Fahrenheit, dew point 77 degrees.
I don't think that temperature is correct. I think it's actually closer to 100 degrees right now. It's about 97. Maybe someone has a little dyslexia there.
Right. I know when they were taking temperature of the turf this morning, it reached 144 degrees. So definitely going to be some hot feet out there. As you can see on screen, we've got 4 observers. Our head observer, Chris Fanny, also with John McGuire, Dahlia Weinstein, Joe Campbell, with Austin Torch and New York Gridlock captains. Commentating today, it's myself, Jaden Stoffel.
And I'm Lisa Meaden doing color.
Hold those up for everyone to take water. Questions about that? We're going to try to whistle it when that happens because we're all going to forget 3 minutes from now, let alone 12 minutes from now. Any other questions? Those are the only heat breaks. Those are the only heat breaks as of right now. Cool. All right, are we good to go? I like to do the old-fashioned do this. Who's going to call us?
She's like, I don't even want to look at it.
Oh, it is. Awesome. So you're in math on for the first half. That ends on for the second. Defense for the first and third quarter. Okay. We'll see you in the second and fourth.
All right, as we just heard, Austin starting on offense. Flip just occurred. Very exciting. Coming in with a highlight player, Clara Stewart, player to watch.
Number 73. Here she is warming up.
Got 10 assists for the season. Second assist also 10. I think it's really cool watching her throwing yards of 1,532, 1,532.
She's an impressive handler, and we expect to see them playing through her quite a bit today.
On to our next player to watch, We have Gina Cartagena.
From Gridlock, number 20.
Just to note, she is also one of their captains.
And from Colombia, I believe, as well, right?
I think so. We know it takes such a high level of playing skill just to be a professional ultimate player, but honestly, these players are just so smooth to watch.
And I think that Cartagena is famous for her sort of small ball, quick movement, quick passing. It's going to be fun to see. The fans are actually still coming in because there was a lightning delay. So they'll be gradually working their way in and trying to keep cool in the heat.
Stats for Gina Cartagena. 37 assists. I think she might be leading the league.
And her throwing yards and receiving yards are really impressive.
Love to see such impressive players in leadership, especially on teams like these.
All right, we're getting set to start here soon. I think one of the most exciting things about this weekend for me is that there aren't really any other professional women's sports teams in Philadelphia. So this is really a chance to see some high-level female athletes playing for something big. And I think a lot of people are excited about this.
The Discraft Ultrastar is the official disc of the Premier Ultimate League. Discraft, the world leader in disc sports.
Philly Sports Complex. We are thrilled to host the Premier Ultimate League Championship this weekend at Drexel University. This is yet another great opportunity to showcase Philadelphia as a leading destination for sporting events and welcoming new visitors to a dynamic city. And we're off.
There's the first pull. Austin's being nice and chilly with the disc.
Austin's in black, Gridlock are in white.
Looks like that is number 2, Elise York, moving it upfield. A little bit of trouble seeing the numbers from where we're at in the booth, but it looks like Austin is doing a nice job of reset to reset, moving the disc, using the full field, making sure they're looking for the options that they want. Disc goes up line. Shot and caught for the first score of championship weekend. Looks like that's number 27, Jocelyn Jessup.
Yeah, they ran a nice host stack and just worked it methodically up the field without an issue.
That's exactly what you want, just nice, clean offense.
Gets you a good start to the game, get that first score under your belt.
I know New York's going to be hungry. They've had no losses at all during this regular season.
I would have to think they're coming in favored with the undefeated season.
There is definitely something to be said about the fact that Austin, being a Texas team, is going to be very used to this kind of heat.
Yeah, in fact, I think they think it's an advantage for them. They think they can play through this better than New Yorkers can.
It's pretty nice. We don't have to worry about making that adjustment.
Playing in the All Blacks would make it even hotter today for Gridlock. But Austin's got the All Blacks on this time.
Pull goes up a little bit past half field. Going to be picked up, number 33. One of the Cardenas twins. Nice big gain up line to Jillian Zhang. There's a lot of good patience as it keeps going up. Ooh, hugging that sideline, and it is a block by Austin.
Great D and excitement from the player. Fired up about getting that D. Let's see if Austin can take advantage.
It's in the middle of the field. Oh, the up line.
Great go-to the disc.
Good pressure there. Still in this middle of the field. Austin doing a good job of quick movements.
Oh,
Run through D by Gridlock. It's like number 31, Nikki Gilbert.
couldn't take advantage of the break.
Looking close to the goal line on that far sideline. Lucky spot for both teams right now for that score. 1-1. It's Cardenas, number 33.
So far, the heat doesn't seem to be affecting them too much. They're all running hard. I wonder if it's going to be one of those things that kind of drains them over time.
Definitely. And as we were just walking across the field earlier today, we were already getting drained. And I can't imagine running around, especially at the intensity level they're going to be doing today. This isn't just any game. It is the semifinals, and both teams really want to make it tomorrow.
Number 77 on Austin Torch with the great D in the initial.
Gridlock did a great job of just utilizing the space they had on that fourth side. 20 seconds to our pull. And there it is. Manuela Cardenas with the pull. Looks like Austin pickup. Number 73, great catch. Oh, immediate huck. Oh, there's pressure there.
Looks like they might have had a string set up. They had everyone on the side out of the way. Fortunately, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, just a little bit too far out of reach for the Austin players. It's a little bit of a jumble downfield. But Gridlock is doing a great job of recovering and getting their offense moving. Nice and chilly by that throw there, getting it to 33.
Looked like it was a high stall count. Just had to get rid of it.
Nice and floaty, bit of a traffic jam. I'm surprised there hasn't been a call. Let's keep good going.
Nice taking advantage of the turnover and just getting it moving right away.
Yeah. 31-2, holding on to it right now. That's Elise Bjork. Ooh, trying to get it to number 73, Clara Stewart. Swings it all the way across. Oh, we're on the goal line. Jamie Estes being really chill, getting it back.
There's our player to watch, Clara Stewart, throwing the scoober for the score.
Nicely done. Caught by Bjork. Oh, call on the field. Let's see if it fits.
No wonder she was so open.
Just going back to Clara Stewart. Good patience waiting for an opportunity. Swung to the middle of the field to 44, Anastasia Foster. Find ourselves back on the goal line, Clara Stewart.
Kept it in bounds for the score. That was really nice patience.
Nicely caught. 44.
I really like the patience that Austin showed there. Once the pick was called, they dumped and swung it to the middle, got a nice option open in the back.
They're definitely doing a nice job keeping calm, cool, collected in this heat. It's a nice little reshot of that score. No defender near her. Current score, Austin 2, New York 1. Getting a pull from Austin.
Looks like the wind is picking up. It's not in the shot, but I can see tents nearly blowing over for the New York Gridlock team.
Just what you don't want to deal with, heat and wind. Gotta throw some rain in there. Look at the trifecta. Oh, here comes the pull. Flick pull. Bit of a roller.
Looks like Gridlock is going downwind right now.
Picked up. Ooh, a little bit of a give-go action for Gridlock.
Now it looks like Gridlock's in also host stack.
That's number 24.
Oh, great grab.
Potential call on the field. Looks like it might have been a foul call. Got some talking going on.
I'm waiting for the reenactment. It's not a true foul call unless we reenact.
Hey.
Looks like no call or uncontested. What a great step out for getting that reset.
Nice mark.
Oh, big up in the air, but it's fine. 20's got it, no problem. So upfield, 66 throws two. Ooh, great grab by Jolene
grab.
Zhang. Gridlock ties it up. There's nothing cooler than just well-played ultimate. You know, good
Smooth.
defense, good offense.
So far, all of the scores have been in the downwind goal. Everything's been to on the left. So the wind must be having some effect on the players.
Nice job to Helvetti for that assist.
All right, we're all tied up 2-2.
There comes the pull. Nice and floaty, giving Gridlock plenty of time to get down there. Good pressure from number 52. It's like a big upfield gain for Jamie Estes. Ooh!
Misstep there.
Good blocking by Gridlock.
Maybe we could have
Cassie
our first
Brown picks it
upwind
up.
goal.
Swung to Cardenas. Back in the middle of the field. Gridlock's doing a great job of trying to get those options open. But there's a little bit of crowding as they're trying to get that reset.
Way to go to the disc.
Great grab by Cardenas on that throw from Cassie Brown. Brown's looking for a reset or an option. Finds one. We're really hugging that fourth side today, but it doesn't seem like it's being a problem. Right on that goal line, we've got Brown.
Push pass.
Nicely done with that point, specifically between Brown and Cardenas. They're just back and forth, back and forth. That's some great chemistry.
I don't think I would ever pull out the push pass upwind on the goal line, but that's why I'm not a professional.
Who doesn't love a little bit of flair? As we've mentioned, it is crazy hot today. We are having those mandatory extra water breaks, 90 seconds. Trying to keep those players safe here in the field, giving them a little bit of rest.
So last year in the championship, there was only 2 teams, and this time we have 4 teams, so it's a little bit more exciting to have that option of semis and finals.
There's that nice double block again, revisited by Grid. So beautiful.
We're going to see the push pass?
Oh, I hope so.
There it is!
You can see the cheering in the back, too. Little moments like that are just, I feel like they just add a little bit of extra excitement to the game. Especially at a level like this. If you can trust throws like that, by all means, do it. They're so exciting to watch.
We had the scooper, but that got called back, and now the push pass.
Just got to get a couple hammers in there.
It's a day of umbrellas, not because it's raining, but because it's so hot.
Yeah. If there was ever a time to get into the trend of using parasols. It's definitely a good week.
Back to the 1800s.
Right. Philly's got a little bit of a heat wave, which doesn't seem to be bothering Austin that much at all. Definitely holds true, if you're used to it already, being in Texas.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty humid in Texas, too, so the humidity is pretty high as well.
Current score is Gridlock with 3, Torch with 2. We will be right back. And we're back, wrapped up with that water break. I'm sure every player on that field appreciated that.
So we had our first upwinder goal, and Gridlock is now pulling.
Manuela Cardenas with beautiful pulls today, honestly. Hanging high in the air, giving Gridlock plenty of time to come down. Austin centers. Great fakes and step outs by Austin.
Looks like Gridlock is playing some kind of poachy D here.
Has been great patience by Sydney Lochran.
Wow, had to lay out.
Nice grab. Austin's doing a lot of really good back and forth. Very much appreciate the patience that these teams have had. Oh, and looks like Gridlock's got a great interception defense right there. We've seen a lot of being on the foreside. I wonder if they're going to keep doing what they've been doing or if they're going to swing. Great marking by Torch, but Cardenas gets around it. And they are just working through. Centered in the field right now. Up in the air.
Wow.
Ooh, layout grab for the score. Number 88, Nikki Hare.
And with the kick spike. I think the wind kind of took that one a little further than the thrower intended, but it worked out okay in the end.
Yeah, we're going to see a little bit more of those little loftiness, things not going exactly where you want it, just because it's been a bit gustier than expected. That always makes for really interesting defense, especially if you can get in there, get some pressure going.
Catch your Ds.
Catch your Ds. Catch your Ds or really make sure that they cannot get it again. Nothing hurts more when you finally get that D and then they're able to save it anyway.
Way to stick with it on that layout. So now New York with the break. They're up 2, 4-2.
So casual with that kick spike. Getting ready for that next pull here. And our signals. Pull from Brown. Hovering a little bit, falls just short of half field, right in the center.
Definitely tell the wind is gusting.
All right, taking a little bit of time to pick up, give their offensive time to set for Torch. Break side reset.
Gridlock seems to be in that poachy D again since they got him a D last time. They're going to keep doing it.
Nikki Gilbert. Swinging to number 73. Ooh, great pressure from number 19 on Gridlock. Gets the D, Estelle Ding. So there's a little bit of time taken between. I'm sure as fun as fast breaks are, using that extra energy today is probably not their main goal with this heat.
Especially when it goes out of bounds, you've got to get it back in.
Right. Brown picking up, getting that nice inside throw to Emily Wang. Call on the field.
Some kind of foul.
There's one here. No stop.
Foul no contest.
You stepped on my foot. Yeah,
Sounds like someone might have stepped on someone's foot. That's never fun. Not with cleats.
No.
Just asking for bruising.
Okay. Yeah. No foul.
Okay.
No foul.
Still going to be one here.
As you heard from our observer, Chris Vanny, Stahl's one. Nice game for yards. Way to dig down there. Stahl's Ding's doing a great job being nice and chilly, waiting for that opportunity to reset it to the center of the field. Gets it back.
Oh, no.
Run through D.
That hanging, the Frisbee hanging is rough. The wind is just keeping it kind of hanging a little longer than they wanted.
Nicely done by Torch. They were so ready to just book it, only to come back. Give some low time. Nice little knee slide to save that. Jamie Estes to, ooh, looks like a bid D. Is there a call? No call.
I don't think that they even touched the disc, but I think it was just the bid in front of them kind of distracted them and unable to catch it.
Intimides are a thing.
Yeah. Timeout or a water break, perhaps?
Looking like a timeout. Definitely a great chance to hydrate. Can't imagine how slippery the disc is. Probably just sweating out, trying to keep cool in this heat. Looking back, here's a lot of D's going on at this point. I mean, you gotta on one hand, you gotta love it because the defense is doing their job, but it's a little rough when it's just back and forth. Offense is tiring out. Defense wants to nail it in.
Gridlock's going to have to work it the whole length of the field upwind to get a score here.
Points like these do make for quite an exciting game to watch, though. Rough on the players, but great as a spectator.
Indeed.
2-1. Offense is frozen. Defense 20 seconds to tap it in.
Gina Cartagena, our player to watch on Gridlock with the disc to start.
Torch getting set up
both ready.
On Cartagena is number 7, Lou. Torch has been doing great on their marks. Gridlock's really had to step out a lot, get those rounds off. Swing into the center of the field. Gridlock just keeps moving it. They're doing great with their flow. Oh, call on the field. Pick, sounds like. Just coming in 4. Gosh, just got some great movement going along that 4 side. So number 20 is looking to see if they can get a reset, swing it off, get some sort of option. Still on that sideline, but does it even matter? Nice. Nicely done.
With the assist.
That is number 31, Eli Presberg. Nicely done, Gridlock.
Gridlock pulling away a little bit here. One of the things Austin mentioned about their team is that they have a lot of grit. So this would be a time to really dig in and hold so that they don't let Gridlock sort of get momentum going here.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to let there be too big of a gap, especially in the first quarter. It's easier to come back. They're not that far ahead.
Indeed. I've been impressed with the Gridlock handlers. They make some really nice jump cuts to get open in tight spaces, and they have really nice break mark throws that they seem to be able to kind of pinpoint where they want the disc to go in high count moments. So even though the D has been really good by Austin, they've been able to work around it.
Signaling for the pull. Sailing through, getting a majority. Oh, a little bust of wind. It's going to end up in the opposite end zone. Great pull by Gridlock. Torch gets it centered. Oh, just past the fingertips. Turn. Hate to see that. It's always rough and it's so close.
You really need to lock down D now and try not to let them score again.
New York looks nice and patient, walking up. Cardenas swings it to her sister.
Ooh, nice to avoid a dangerous play there by the Torch player.
Great layout for a score. Looks like the wind took that just a little bit, helping it sail in there.
0-0 to Jesus.
Yeah, you gotta love it when the captains score. Head of the team, getting some stats.
I'm impressed with the number of players that are actually wearing tights in this heat. I think it's to protect them when laying out on this turf. But De Jesus didn't need it. Got it all in the belly there.
Gotta love the resilience of these players. You know, there's definitely something to be said about how taxing it is physically to play, but when there's the heat, when there's high pressure, like semifinals for the championship, you gotta make sure that you're staying in mentally too. And it feels like the patience on both teams has still been awesome, fantastic, really. Had a couple high stall counts, but neither team has really looked frazzled in any way. We're just waiting for the right opportunity.
So we've got Austin Torch coming downwind. This would be a really good time for them to hold.
Wind pushing that pole to middle field.
They're back in their hoe stack.
Nice outfield throw to number 22. Captain City locker room for another up. This is, oh, what a beautiful flow along that fourth sideline for the score for Torch. You can see the excitement right there.
Yeah, it gets them back in the game. Like they needed that. They really needed that. And it does seem like most of the scores are happening in that corner. Wind must be kind of pushing it to that corner a little bit.
It's been interesting to see that it looks like both Torch and Gridlock have done a nice job of being really chill on that fourth sideline. Like I know there's always a lot of pressure. Oh, again, a beautiful score. Just nice flow. Number 10, Gabby Quina. But they've done a really nice job of, like, I know a lot of times in Ultimate you don't necessarily want to be stuck on that fourth sideline, but both teams have done a great job of, they're still continuing up that way, but not continuing out of bounds.
Indeed.
Looks like we have just a little bit above 30 seconds left. 37 seconds left in the quarter. A little bit of difference between us and the UFA. When it hits 0, we finish out the possession. Whoever has it, they've got to be nice and chilly. They don't have to pressure it the same kind of way to beat the buzzer. So on that sideline, Gridlock does nice shimmy moves to get good reset a little bit more towards the center. Back on that fourth sideline with Presburg. Layout catch to keep that possession. There's our player to watch, Cartagena. Nice and chilly as they look for options.
Seemed like Gridlock's a little bit better at the small ball. There goes we're down to 0-0s, but they get to finish out this possession.
Nice find for big gain up yards.
Keeping it inbounds. Nice break mark.
Nice. Assist from number 66, Helvetti. Can't see the number for the Gridlock player who got it, but great movement.
So they've already got a 4-point lead here, and after only the first quarter. So hopefully the Torch can regroup in between quarters and kind of come back out with a new maybe defensive plan that might slow Gridlock down a little bit.
What a beautiful review. And take a little bit of a break. We'll be back. And we're back for the second quarter. Current score is New York Gridlock 7, Austin 3. Very exciting already start, especially if you're a Gridlock player and fan. And a little bit of a word from our sponsors. Breakmark. This live broadcast of the Premier Ultimate League is brought to you by Breakmark Ultimate Apparel. Go to breakmark.com to place your next custom team order or check out the PUL Athlete Collab shops.
Friction. We're very excited to be a partner of the PUL and be the official glove of championship weekend. Players around the league wear Friction gloves, and we love seeing amazing plays made in our gloves week after week. We're thankful for the opportunity and look forward to expanding our partnership for the 2025 season. Looks like the players are trying to stay in the shade as much as possible in any break in the game.
You really see it on the red tent, but the wind's picked up a little bit from where we saw in the first quarter.
That was the tent that almost collapsed and blew away earlier, so it looks like it's holding on.
Wouldn't that be some excitement? Just billowing across the field like a tumbleweed.
That's what happened at high school nationals. There were like 35-mile-per-hour winds, and the tents all got broken. Last season, New York got out to a big lead on Minnesota and in the semis of the championship weekend, and just kept going from there. So I hope that the Torch maybe have seen this game and know that they need to change the narrative here, try to get some momentum going.
You definitely want to see whoever's down kind of turn up the heat, if you will, for Austin Torch. Try to make sure that New York doesn't get the same kind of advantage over them that they saw last year against Minnesota Strike. We know that both teams want to make it to the championship. New York Gridlock made it last year. Looks like we had some additions from this year to last year. New York Gridlock with Valeria Cardenas and Jolie Krebs. Clara Stewart and Maddie Cannon for Austin Torch. Maddie is unfortunately not playing today, so we will not see them on the field, but they've made great impact on the team this season.
And if New York makes it to the final, they will be playing tomorrow. I'm surprised that maybe Torch hasn't tried maybe a different defensive strategy, perhaps zone, given that it's so windy. They're having a hard time stopping New York, so maybe we'll see them switch up the defense a little bit.
There's the pull from Torch. It's a pretty good distance. A bit of a roll, too. Picked up by number 33 on Gridlock. A little bit of dribbling. Got a nice momentum start. Oh, but a bit of contact, looks like. There's some talking on the field.
Like contact to the face.
Play resumes. Cartagena going to, looks like number 31, Presberg. Stuck on that fourth sideline. They're looking for options, and they get it. It's going back to Cardenas. We've seen both Cardenas sisters get a lot of disc time today.
Wow, the wind just carried that. I don't think that was the intended receiver.
Right on the end zone line. Looks like a bit of crowding. You got to give them a little bit more space than that. But they get that disc. That's double zeros. Jenny De Jesus looking for, and gets, Gina Cartagena in that middle of the field. A little bit of a trip or a layout for
there might
call
be a foul
call.
I didn't see any extension.
It looks like she was saying she got punched in the face or like elbowed in the chest, and that's why she fell down.
Nice inside throw. Assist from number 33. New score for Gridlock.
New York is just moving it so fast. It just seems like the Torch isn't able to kind of keep pace with the offensive dribbling that they're doing.
Yeah, you really don't want them to be able to get in the flow, especially if they're already starting to build a lead. New York Gridlock 8, Austin 3 in this second quarter. It's been great seeing the intensity these players are leaving out on the field. There's been a lot of people on the ground, a lot of great run-throughs, jumps for it.
Oh, yeah, you could see the forearm just smacked the defender in the face.
Looks like a combination of a trip and just right into the face. Hate to see that. But Gridlock able to come back and immediately get it for a score. 2 throws. Austin looks ready for this next O point. I love when the O-line does that already all at once clap. It just looks so put together, ready to go.
Unity.
Up goes the pull. Wow, it's so fun just watching the wind just kind of like push it up and down. Center dish, number 73, Claire Stewart. Jamie Est is looking for her. Oh, and it's nicely D'd. Grab right out of the air by number 31. I think that's Pressburg. They're doing great. Oh. Commentator's curse. Looks like there's a little bit of a missed throw. Torch back on offense. Wide open receiver on that sideline. Torch doing exactly what they need to do. Finding the open person. Oh, just off the fingertips. Turn from Torch. Like it's almost worse sometimes, knowing that it was just out of your reach.
Yeah. Heartbreaker to just miss those.
Pressburg, number 31, picking up the disc, getting a little bit high, number off the fingertips, and smacked down by Torch. Back on offense. You know they're looking for these opportunities. Centered to number 9 with immediate continuation. Nicely dug off the ground. Potential call.
Whether it's up or not.
Looks like the observers are getting together. Talk about what they saw. It's always rough when it's so close to the ground.
You can't argue that a blade of grass touched it here because we're playing on AstroTurf, so.
If any of it was sticking up, I'm sure the heat would have melted it right down to the ground anyway. So,
gonna get another look at it here.
Low.
Oh, that did touch. That looks like it was down.
Oh, it looks like they're calling it up in the field. Well, they don't get the nice little replay that we get.
Yeah, they don't get to see it in slow motion.
Great step out for that swing. Whistles. Timeout called. Looks like they're getting a little bit of a break. This is a great time to get water, stretch out a little bit, try to not let this heat affect you.
Torch needs something, some spark to kind of get them over this momentum hump and get back in this.
It's definitely going to be interesting to see how, you know, with them being so familiar with this kind of heat, this kind of humidity, if as the game goes on, we see that playing into how they play versus how Gridlock plays.
Yeah, maybe Gridlock will start to tire out a little bit. And that would really help because the speed on offense is what's really hurting the Torch right now.
I'm going to take another look again at that turf throw. Slow down.
Yeah, that definitely bounced up into her hand.
I can see why it might have been called up on the field, though, because her hands are right there. Like, her fingertips are at the disc right as it touches.
Even as the person catching it, you might feel like you caught it just because you can't tell. All right, let's see what the Torch have in store here.
Defense, 20 seconds to tap it in.
Cartagena on the mark. Austin, Torch on offense. Let's see what they've got planned. Nice little host stack setup. Great step out for a swing around, break side. Number 12 gets it right back.
Oh, no.
It's like there just wasn't quite enough oomph on that throw, falling a little bit short.
Just look at the speed. They just are dribbling, picking it up, getting it moving.
Can't even keep up with who's got the disc because they're just moving it so quickly. Someone's unmarked, and it's the thrower. Definitely seems like Gridlock's done a good job of a fast break there. Disc is up in the air. There's tons of pressure and snagged out of the sky by
Great
Torch.
snatch. That was a great
Number
grab.
77, Carrie Yance. It's like Torch is taking advantage of that same kind of fast momentum, getting between handlers. Good pressure from Gridlock, but Torch is keeping that possession nice and chilly. Number 22, Cindy Lockman.
These air bounces are killing people.
Nice creeping of that possession and a grab. Amy Broom's got it. See where she's going to throw it. What options does she have? Looks like there's a late stall, bailout throw, and it's nice and floating in the air.
Wow.
Torch came down with it. Nicely done. Good pressure from Gridlock. You know, it's always rough when you got your person right there, but it's just not enough. That player just whoop, right out of the sky.
That might not have been the statement that they wanted, but at least they got the score, and maybe that will help turn things around for them.
Hey, if your high stall count bailout throw turns into a score, you can't ask for much more. Man, great hands on some Torch players here. There's that high release again. Yeah, Cardenas was so close, but number 10, Gabby Quina, just too good. Sticky hands coming down with it for the score for Austin.
And she used her body well to block out the defender and just make sure that she was the only one who could catch it.
Bringing Austin up to 4 against Gridlock's 8. Could this be the shift that we need to see in Torch for them to close the gap?
They are going downwind, so that's an advantage for Torch. So if they can get a D, then they would maybe have an easier time scoring here. That might help turn the tide.
Looks like both teams are ready for this next point to start. And the pull is up. Let's see who picks up for Gridlock. A little bit of a roll around there on the disc. We've got Valeria Cardenas. Ooh.
They got the D.
Yeah, nicely done, Torch, getting the D in the air. A little bit of a high throw from Gridlock, and there's a put just a little bit too far. You know, sometimes that conservation of greatness, something cool happens, like that kind of D, and something immediately bad's got to balance it out, you know? And this wind doesn't help. It's a little bit pushed it too far for their receiver.
It's too bad they couldn't have been a little more patient because they had an advantage.
You see a little bit there's just no catching up to that. These players are fast, but sometimes just a little bit. With the help of that wind, there's nothing you can do.
Nice D here. Nice shutdown D. Better break, though.
Oh, right along the sideline is towing it.
Wow, great toe
And
bun.
it's in. Great towing, Gridlock. Wow. Oh, hate to see that. That was such a great getting her defender off her for Jenny Hayes-Seuss, but just tripping.
I don't understand this, like, such a fast, like, take their time. They got to work it down.
Cartagena's going back and forth, hitting the disc. Yeah, both teams are really just rushing it a little bit for those turns. I love seeing this pressure, though. It's so exciting. You just never know what's going to happen.
The D has really been turned up here. Both teams are playing hard.
Swinging it off the sideline a little bit. Still on that. Ooh, a little bit carried by the wind, but Gridlock maintains possession. Up for a hawk. Torch gets the D.
There was a wide open cutter in the end zone, but the wind just wasn't allowing that to make it that far.
Looks like a nice throw for lots of gains from Torch. They're on that 4 sideline. Looks like they're looking to get around. Call made. Looks like a timeout call.
I think that's smart. I think they need to take their time and really make sure that they get this one in. This one's important. Like, they don't want to let them get up 5-6 points. It's hard to come back from there.
Definitely a lot of fast movement on this point from both teams. And we were talking a lot about the patience they had, and It seems like this point specifically is almost a little bit of the opposite. They're both just getting those fast movements. Oh, it's always rough right there. You see it fall right out of her hands.
Just juggling it.
Austin throws up. Gridlock right back. Yeah, the wind doesn't seem too bad in terms of force. It just seems very gusty. You've seen like a little bit of movement on the disc, so it's not quite going where you expect it to. And it's really kind of making a mark on these throws. It's like Torch offense is getting set up. This is coming in shortly. Defense getting set up. Looks like Torch is in a bit of a hoe. A bit of a hoe. It's just a hoe. Play is in. The huck is up. Great run by Torch. What a beautiful play. Obviously just like they drew it up. They are building up that momentum, closing that gap. Austin Torch with 5. New York Gridlock with 8. Love seeing the excitement of when things work.
Yeah, the timeout was really helpful for them. They got organized, figured out what they wanted, and then executed it. Really important.
Way to keep a cool head in this hot weather. There it is again.
It's a big loopy outside-in flick that went right to the intended target. Right over the defender's head.
It's like a perfectly placed throw. Cutter's arms just straight out for that catch. A shot of our scoreboard. About 5 minutes left. Let's see if the Torch can keep closing this gap, or is New York going to pull away? Here we are for water break, and we'll also take a break. That wraps up our second water break. Really just trying to make sure that these players are staying hydrated. You know, heat like this, even with the humidity, you just never really know what's going to happen to your body. You want to make sure that you're giving yourself the best chance to stay in this game.
And there's not much shade at this field, so got to try to get under those tents when they have the opportunity.
Yeah. Temperature right now, 96 degrees. Feels like 120 on the turf. Oh, I do not envy these players for these playing conditions. Yeah, at least we had a few clouds earlier, and they're just not getting that kind of luck.
About 5 minutes left in the first half. Still plenty of time for Torch to bring this game a little bit closer.
Broom with the pull, flick huck to roller.
Uh-oh, it's rolling back.
Let's see what the wind does to that.
That kind of backfired.
I'm excited to see what Gridlock does to take advantage of this positioning.
Very short field for Gridlock.
Yeah. Larry Cardenas with the disc. It's a nice up line. Cartagena. Woo!
Wow,
Is that up for the
scoop.
score? Nicely dug out there. Gridlock. See the celebration there a little bit. Oh, no. Is that happened from excitement, or is that... Okay, looks like they're walking it off fine. It's always that little moment of panic where you're like, oh, no, are you injured, or are you just excited and doing something different?
Are you dancing, or are you injured?
All right, see it again. That up line to the score.
Really nice scoop. But she's going to have a nice raspberry from that one.
Definitely. Nicely caught by number 24, Jolie Krebs. I do love seeing these exciting catches, you know?
Looks like she's got the athletic support team there looking her over maybe.
I feel like the athletic support, especially today, is really, really doing their job. Doing a great job checking in on all the players, really, making sure that there's plenty of water, making sure that they're not having any heat exhaustion, any injuries popping up here.
All right, it's a 4-point lead for Gridlock. Gridlock's pulling up upwind. Torch coming downwind.
As the pull up, nice and high in the air. Looks like it's just kind of floating as it drops down. Caught and centered by Torch, number 73, with it. Clara Stewart. It's an inside throw to the break side to number 31.
Wow,
Gilbert
great grab.
gets it. And we're back in the center of the field. Great fake there. That full commitment fake's really what gets your mark moving. Torch doing a great job of keeping their flow going. Looks like the mark's a little bit far off, but it doesn't even matter because defensively, they're really covering. Big gainer up on. Yeah, they back are on that 4 sideline. Up in the air. Caught by Gridlock for a turn. You never really know what's going to happen with this wind here. A little bit blady on that throw, and Gridlock is taking advantage of it. Let's see if they're continuing with the 4 side like we've seen earlier. And it looks like they are. I believe it's number 19 with the disc right now. Estelle Ding gets it to number 8, Cardenas. Nice grab out of the air by Brown. Wow, nice and chilly on that 4 sideline. They don't even care that the line's right there because they know that they're going to make sure that the space is there. Getting it around, swing to Brown. Timeout called? It looks like. Yep. Yep, timeout called.
It's 3 minutes left and a half. New York's going upwind. This could be a big one. If they take this one, it'll be 10-5. They'll be up 5. That might be tied with their biggest lead so far.
I'm definitely excited to see what both teams are going to end up doing. I've been very pleasantly surprised seeing how chill they've been on the same third, both teams, being able to work with that 4 sideline. I know you see them a lot of other games like club or college, or you get like 3 throws in. By the 3rd throw, they're thrown out of bounds. But both teams have done a good job of making sure they're not getting over that sideline, that they're staying in.
Yeah, the torch was the ones that they missed were from further out. It wasn't when they were right close to the end zone. Maybe not even in the red zone.
Looks like Gridlock's getting set up. Torch defense getting ready as well. Play coming in again shortly.
Set up an avert stack. Nice break to start things off.
Yeah, Cardenas with the disc after a throw from Cartagena. They're on that.
Oh! Trip there.
Sounds like a foul called. Which would make sense from what we could see. Oh. Checking for the turf. Uncontested foul call. Oh, yeah, I can see a little bit of the leg trip in there.
Feels like that's the only way you can stop these like short passes between the Gridlock players. They are just so quick.
Well, especially with the Cardenas sisters. If anyone's got chemistry, it's those two. Play is back in. Throw to number 22, looks like. And it's for a score. York Gridlock at 10. Austin at 5. If New York made it to tomorrow and wins, that would be a perfect season, not a single loss.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Not for Philadelphia fans who the hometown fans are hoping for a different outcome than that, but
their semifinals happening later tonight. I believe it's currently scheduled for 7 p.m., although with the delay of this earlier semifinal, that might need to be updated. Shout out to the fans who are here. I get the players, who wouldn't want to be here? Championship weekend. But with this heat and all that sun on the bleachers, these fans still having a lot of excitement watching these games. It almost looks like it's getting windier and windier.
I don't believe that the Torch have scored upwind yet, so this might be their opportunity to kind of break that seal and score up this way.
Torch does a good job getting it to, it's like number 2, Jolene Zhang. Just kidding. I'm switching up my list. That was number 2, Elise York. It's like they're on the 4th sideline, swinging it to the center. Nicely done, Torch. Off to number 69. Jamie Estes looking for that reset, and she finds it in number 73, who immediately throws it up. There's a call on the field. Number 69, Jamie Estes, currently has the disc again, doing a little bit of good go. But it looks like the call was, they talked about it. Still got the disc. 73 is wide open. Nice, Claire Stewart. Jamie S has been doing a great job of just swinging it, getting it back, swinging it, getting it back between these two players. Oh, beautiful grab for number 27 for that up line. Swings it back to the center. Run through D from Gridlock. Looks like their player is taken off. Is anyone going to throw it for her?
Claire Stewart, who threw the turn, is valiantly taking up the D there.
Great D by Montana Roberts of Gridlock. Here's Jolene Zhang with the disc. Oh, call. So it might have been a foul. Uncontested foul on the throw. Oh, are the number 2s on each other? Nope, I'm just kidding. That's number 5. I can't read. I'm sorry, Emily went. A little bit more talking.
Looks like a pick call.
Elise Bjork on mark. That's been exciting seeing how active these marks have been for both teams. Inside break throw to number 24. Another pick called. Or pick still called? There's been a lot of calls in the past couple seconds.
Could be that the heat's finally kind of tiring people out a little bit, and maybe their decision making is not quite as sharp as it was.
There's the buzzer. Gridlock's going to finish off their possession. Wow, layout grab by number 24 for a huck.
Gorgeous.
A huck for a score. Nicely done, Gridlock.
Way to end the half.
What a beautiful end for that.
And they take their biggest lead, 11-5, up 6 on Torch.
Wow. I hope we can see that again. That was cool. I just love Ultimate.
That adrenaline when you make that layout grab, you just jump up and you want to huck it right away.
Oh, we're going to see it again. Layout grab right there. Cool, calm, collected points and throws it. Man.
I believe that was the player that also had that nice scoop, the one who threw the assist, had that nice scoop catch in the end zone.
Right. Wow, beautiful form. Nice extension there. Looks like good communication. I love when you get that point either from the thrower or from the receiver. Very pleased to see that worked out. Because, sometimes, I'm just saying, conservation of greatness is a thing in Ultimate. You make such an amazing play, and so often you'll just, turf the next throw. I'm glad that didn't work out that way. I'm glad they were able to keep cool, calm, collected. to finish out this half.
Hopefully they're going to get some ice and water poured on their head and try to cool off before the second half.
And a Torch is going to be coming in hot, both literally and yeah, they got to make up some ground. And
it's a tall order.
Definitely. All right. We'll be coming back to the second half shortly. For now, a break. And we're back. Both teams are getting ready to start for the next point, start of this next quarter.
New York is up 11-5.
Let's see if Torch can close that gap. They had a little bit of momentum going, getting those last couple points that they earned. Let's see if they can bring that back. I know Gridlock's definitely hoping to keep this lead, but as a fan, I would love to see it get close. High competition, especially leading into championships tomorrow. Whoever wins this, I want it to be really high pressured.
Yeah. Prepare them for tomorrow's competition.
It's definitely not going to be easy.
Doesn't look like either team has a disc in their hand. Somebody's got to pull the disc.
All right. Can we just not see from where we're at? I almost thought Gridlock only had 6, but it just looks like one of their players just a bit off to the side.
There we go.
There's the disc.
All right, so the Torch have still yet to prove that they could score up win. This is their opportunity here to get things going on the right track. They look like they're feeling good.
Cardenas with a pull. What beautiful pulls today, just hanging in that air.
Wow.
All the way back
right
into the end
that
zone.
Back.
Don't want to be in that position for the Torch, but they should be able to get out of it.
Oh my, these air bounces are really rough. Ooh, Callahan chance there.
Good bodying out by Gridlock. Just a rough position to be in for Torch. With the wind and the pull just being pushed into their end zone, like there's not much you can really do. Both teams are getting set up a little bit. Gridlock's going to beat them on offense. Looks like York is on mark for the disc on Brown.
Good initial defense to make them take the dump.
Looks like we're seeing a little bit more of chilly decision making. High pressure from Torch on that defense. New York Gridlock's trying to take that time, making sure it's a great layout, but just too far.
Great defense on the Torch's part. Way to really save that point. Let's see if they can get this in the upwind goal now.
Great attempt at a bid by number 11, Emma Berrigan. I also very much appreciate the fact that she was right back on defense, chasing down her player after that turn. Wide open reset for number 2, Felice Bjork. Centered in the field, but on their own end zone sideline. Back to the center, 69. Jamie Estes. Looks like there's a wide open reset. A little bit of a call. Game's back in. Estes getting it to Bjork. They're still in that middle third of the field with plenty of options. Gridlock's doing a good job of putting pressure on all of these throws. Huck goes
big
up.
Huck.
It's like a backhand, good pressure by, it's not out yet.
Wow.
Torch keeps possession. Catch your D's.
Oh no! Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Hate to see that. I hope we get a replay. I kind of want to see it again anyway.
You gotta take your time on that important throw. Not rush it.
Way to follow through on that catch to keep possession, but a little bit rough on, a little bit too far. Here we see it again. Gridlock gets the D, but Torch continues to follow through. It stayed in, just a little bit overthrow. Gridlock's got it at half field.
Gridlock's taking big chunks here in this point so far.
Still hugging that sideline a lot. Just a little bit of an overthrow. Kind of seeing a repeat of what we saw in that point earlier this game.
Yeah, a lot of turnovers again. The heat, the wind, it's a struggle out there.
Looks like number 73 is picking it up. Immediate huck. Same third. Chasing it down. Good pressure from, looks like Cardenas. No call. Clean shot. Immediately big upfield gain. Gridlock opening up that same 4 sideline. They're really towing that line there. It's up for a score. Nicely done. Looks like that was caught by number 19, Estelle Ding.
Well done, Gridlock.
Said it before, going to say it again. They're just really chilly on that fourth sideline. They're not stressed out at all staying that same third.
It's a surprising. I think that the dump swings are a little challenging in the wind, and they just are like, we don't need it. Let's just go down the line.
Right? It's like we proved we can do it. But we also proved we don't need to.
You're going to be a lonely dump standing there. No one's going to send it to you. Just looking downfield.
Here's that whole sequence again. D from Gridlock. Follow through by Torch. And just a little bit of tripping off the fingertips. So close. So close there again. Rough point all around.
Finally, this is the sequence where you get a goal.
I love that little jump celebration. I feel like the best part of professional sports is we know that people who play Ultimate, it's because we love it. It is so easy to get excited. Oh, here's Krebs with the pull.
She can pull too. And that went pretty far against the wind. That's been one of the further ones.
Yeah. It's like Torch gets it swung across the field to number 12, Annie Ortiz. Looks like her reset's wide open, and she'll... Oh, looks like there was a call made on the D.
Feels like she would have thrown a flick. That would have been safer. She threw the backhand, which was right into the D's path.
Yeah, you want to put a little bit more of a curve to that. Make sure that...
Outside in, get that out of the way.
See that again. See if we can see. A lot of
Too many
people.
Bodies in the way.
Let's check in with the observers. Looks like they are keeping it as a turn. I believe that was one of the Cardenas sisters with that D. New York taking their time to get set up, giving their offense a chance. Looks like that was a little bit of a traffic there.
Krebs with the grab.
gets it.
Under high pressure.
Staying on that fourth sideline. So they were looking for the around, and they find,
Wow,
almost
two
got
people fighting for it there. Unfortunate from Krebs there.
Yeah.
All right, giving Torch a chance here. See if they can make this downwinder happen.
We've seen them have really good, clean offense earlier. We know they can do it. Looks like they're getting a nice center third of the field right now. Very chill movement between their handlers.
There's a little huck to get it downfield.
Floaty, floaty, but no one there to chase it out off the sideline. Looks like it's got to be brought back up a little bit. I did like seeing them getting a bit of a flow. It's just a little rough that went out of bounds.
Yep.
Swung to center from Cardenas to number 20, Cartagena, who continues his swing to Krebs all the way across the field. Number 66, Clavetti. Nice throw from Krebs to Nikki Hare.
Toe on the line.
There goes it up, but there's two Torch players there. Nice catch, D.
Oh my goodness.
Hate to see that. That was a great D by number 10.
Just can't make those like lofty throws in this wind. You've really got to put some spin on it.
Yeah. Just never know if they're going to be pushed up. They're just going to drop immediately. It's like,
wow. Everybody's struggling with it.
I do love seeing Torch with another opportunity.
Yeah, me too.
I can't believe one of their players is in pants. Very impressive, honestly, at this point.
And black pants at that.
Yeah. That's a whistle. Looks like there is a timeout called. I'm not surprised with a point like this, where there's a lot of turnovers, a lot of little mistakes that I don't want to say that they wouldn't have happened, because you never really know. But there's been a couple times where you're like, maybe holster a little bit, or can you just, with the wind.
Take a deep breath. Take that extra moment to like make the right decision.
Right? Quick movement can be useful, but too quick, getting ahead of yourself.
I think when you're down, there's a tendency to like push and, want to try to get it back all at once. But you just got to take one point at a time and really focus on that point.
Definitely easy when you're chasing down a gap to be like, oh, my heart rate's up. Want to get that energy going.
Still 96 degrees outside. With excessive heat warnings in Philadelphia. So these players are playing, even though you may not feel, you can't see the heat, they are feeling the heat.
Yeah, just remember that, like, degrees, but the turf feels even hotter than that. It is above 100 on the turf.
All right, let's see what Torch has in store for us.
Looks like they're in a bit of a side stack. Disc is in. Looks like an immediate flow to the center.
Oh, geez. Nice.
Ooh, way to come out of
Two
that.
defenders and went to that disc really well.
And did a great job of immediately throwing it to a wide open receiver. They're in the center of the field.
There's
Number
a Huck.
7 hucks it. Cardenas is running it down.
Wow, that was an amazing D.
Wow, what a great layout.
It was like a layup, not a layout.
Yeah. Man, that was beautiful movement by Torch. You see the huck goes there. And you see that speed up right there and
Yes.
the jump.
Wow.
Man. Yeah, it was a great throw by 7. It was a great cut by, looks like, 16. Cardenas was just there.
Just feels like New York wants this a little bit more sometimes. They really are making these like 50-50 plays.
Looks like Brown gets it to Cardenas. It's up. The wind's taking it a little bit. And Torch gets that D, number 42. That's Meg Duffy.
Wow.
Oh! Dugout by number 16 for Kinsey Nees.
Almost every throw is a challenge right now.
All right, especially after that long cut Nees made. Getting a dig like that. Beautifully done. Thrown to number, looks like 15. Another layout. Wow, what an exciting time.
If you're not laying out, you're not playing right apparently right now.
Right. That is one way to keep up the intensity. You know they're putting their bodies out in the line.
Ooh,
oh.
foul here, it
Some
looks
sort of
like.
Hit to the face, it looks like they're holding. I'll have to see what is said, but it does not look very fun at all.
Looks like they're in pain. I think it might have been one of those hands going backwards, you know, to make a cut and kind of just got smacked in the face. Totally unintentional, but painful nonetheless.
All right. Ultimate's a non-contact sport, but sometimes at this level, you can't avoid that contact. Looks like an injury coming off the field. Here's a replay. Let's see if we can see what happens. Oh yeah, looks like just right into shoulder, side of the face area. And that always hurts. All right, we're back in play. Torch with the disc, number 42, gets it to center field right now. Oh, great flow right there. Oh,
finally.
The knee slide. That's like butter in a hot skillet sliding right around.
Yeah, that turf must feel like that. Ooh. Okay, Torch has maybe got some momentum now coming back their way. Finally back on the board.
That was great energy. Watching them get just like throw after throw, nice, cool, calm, collected. Definitely unfortunate with that contact with the Gridlock player. No one ever wants to see an injury, but I'm glad that Torch was able to, stay in the game, keep their mentality. Let's take a look here at, I believe this was
this amazing block.
There's that block. Just so casually gets up. Here's that.
So questionable whether that was up or not. Hard to see.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dig out there.
A lot of people on the ground for this point.
Beautiful score.
12-6, Gridlock to Torch.
Take a quick break.
Here we are with the fourth quarter of the first semifinals for championship weekend for the Premier Ultimate League 2024. New York Gridlock versus Austin Torch. The score is currently 14-6 with Gridlock in the lead. There's just 12 minutes of active gameplay left. It's going to be tough for Torch to make up that ground.
Yeah, I would say pretty much impossible. But despite that, the skill and athleticism that we've been seeing in this game has been really impressive.
Definitely been a lot of turns, but a lot of good effort by a lot of players on this field. In this wind, in this heat, you know, they're really laying it out there.
I'm sure in some level the Philadelphia Surge are kind of excited to see that Gridlock is probably going to take this game because they would really like a chance to meet up with them in the finals. Last year they didn't even get invited to the final championship weekend, and so it's a little bit of a controversy, and they would like that chance this season.
Gridlock's definitely done a good chance of making sure there's no doubt they deserve to be here with their unbeaten record. And Surge with I believe this is only their second year in the PUL of existing. You know, they're really making a name for themselves too.
5-1 this season. Their only loss to Gridlock, I believe.
Yeah. And who wouldn't love coming back and being able to face off again? See who wins in the game that really matters.
DC's shadows in their way though, so got to get through that game first.
Definitely.
All right, here we go. Start of the fourth quarter.
There goes the pull. Wind pushes it.
Sticking with the roller. This time it actually worked to their advantage a little bit.
Half field, plenty of time to get set up. Looks like Gridlock gets it to Krebs. Krebs is on that sideline. Immediate huck. It's up in the air. Number 66 going for it and caught easily.
Gorgeous huck.
That is number 66, Janine Lavetti, for that score. Nicely done by New York Gridlock.
Krebs is padding the stats here.
It's definitely the start to the quarter that they want to see. Not quite the start of the quarter Torch wants to see.
Here's a review of what Krebs has been up to this game. Couple goals. Huck for the assist.
Just off, nicely done coming into the fourth quarter.
Got the head spike.
I do love seeing the different ways people celebrate scores, you know?
Yeah.
So much creativity that people can do with a little piece of plastic.
Got the ice pack on. Trying to cool off here.
That's definitely what you want to see. Day like today, you gotta keep cool. Gridlock's getting the pull going. Wow, those are just some beautiful pulls. A little bit of wavering from the wind. Hovers and drops. Torch gets it nice and centered, number 81. Oh, but D'd by New York. Number 19 gets the D. That is Estelle Ding. They're getting movement going for their offense. Oh, and it is nicely D'd by Torch. Number 22 gets the D and immediate starts running. You know they are ready to get on offense. Centering the disc, getting it to number 22.
Just these unfortunate turnovers, making it rough for the Torch to get back in it at all.
Yeah, looks like right when they get into the swing of things, that's when, you know, just getting a little mishaps here and there. It's like cut from the center of the stack. Great swinging movement between Brown and Cardenas for that handler's head. Oh, and it gets to number 44. Kayla Seeger gets it nicely swung. 62. Back to Brown, number 9.
It's hanging.
Plenty of opportunity to get in there.
Great positioning to really block out any of the defenders. And we got another butt spike.
Yeah, Cardenas in there for the score. Wow, they really are just such great players. We end up saying their name a lot. They're doing some cool stuff. 16-6. Yeah, 10-point lead. Not really what you want to see your competitor have, but with a team like New York, they're just really pushing it in today.
Here's a review of the point.
Yeah, get that D from New York Gridlock for.
Wow, just right past their hands.
You can see disappointment once it just bounces off, you know. Good bodying out by Cardenas, making sure they've got good play on the disc. Torch putting a lot of pressure on it, but just not able to get that D in the end zone.
Just the speed and quick, short passes. It just seems like the Torch has no answer for that when it comes to Gridlock's offense.
Yeah. Beautiful pull. Torch doing a good job getting set up, getting their movement going. It looks like Gridlock's got a bit of poaching off. Torch is having no problem getting through that, though, the gaps that are being created. Oh, you can see that wind push it up, but it doesn't even matter. Torch does a great job of maintaining possession, following that through, and handing it off. Looks like number 69 right now, Estes, has the disc. Getting a lot of really good fakes in there, trying to get it up. Looks like a high stall count. Ooh,
wow.
Follow through for the score from Torch. Nicely done, number 44, Anastasia Foster.
They had another one of those earlier where it was just kind of like a Hail Mary, and it just happened to work out.
All right.
Maybe they should Hail Mary more often.
Great follow through. You know, with wind like this and it goes a little bit not where you're expecting, it gets pushed up, it gets pushed down, left or right. Having that ability to follow through, that's really where you see the difference in the plays. Gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful score by Austin Torch. Here we are, seeing it again. Pushed up into the air, jump but missed by two people. She but follows through, getting that layout for the point. That's just beautiful. Love to see that.
Laying out on turf is not comfortable either, and we have seen so many layouts out here, especially when it's hot, hot, hot turf like it is today.
Yeah. Definitely hoping those leggings are doing a good job of protecting the turf burn. Austin Torch going to come with the pull. I believe Duffy has the disc. Signaling readiness.
Biggest lead so far, I think 16-7, 9-point lead by the Gridlock.
And here comes the pull. Ah, hanging in there. Number 19 does a great job running straight down there.
Looks like they're finally trying maybe a zone here.
Yeah, Bakhorn doing great as that rabbit, as that mark. Can they get in there and stop that little bit of dribbling that was happening? Gridlock seems to have adjusted easily to this zony look. Getting four people back. They're dribbling back and forth with Cardenas. Something we've seen in other games Cardenas have played. Having that quick movement, you know they're really good at that give-go.
Krebs was so fast there, she faked out her own handler.
Yeah. Can't keep up with all the back and forth between Krebs, Cardenas. Oh, up for two players there.
And it's a score.
Looks like number 66 for the score for New York Gridlock. That is going to be Janine Pavetti.
Well, I'm glad they tried the zone. I'm not sure it actually had any effect at all, but at least they tried something different. You know, that's what you got to do when you're down. You got to try a few things and see if anything sticks, anything makes a difference.
All right, if what you're doing isn't working, you got to try something. Bakhorn did a really good job running down there, getting set pretty quickly. But, you know, Gridlock just did a good job of getting through those open spaces. (17-7) New York Gridlock to Austin Torch. I'm excited to see what gets pulled out of the tanks for these last 8 or 9 minutes, you know? Got 8:49, left on the clock of live action play.
Gridlock up by 10 now. Biggest lead so far.
I'm sure however the outcome of this game is, they're going to be appreciative that it's done soon. It's how hot it is. Although it doesn't seem to be affecting the intensity. They both want it.
Seems like the Torch spirit is still high. They've got some cheers going on here on the side.
PUL did a great job of moving out of the way. Ooh, looks like a run through D by New York, splitting up that offensive flow of Torch. Doing a good job. Looks like a huck in the air. Can they get it? And they do for the score. That is number 88, Nikki Hare, coming up for the score for New York Gridlock.
Just kind of drifted away from her defender and hung out in the back of the end zone and was available for a huck.
Yeah. Gridlock's definitely done a good job of taking advantage of those turns. You can see it again right here. Cool, calm, collected, immediately hucked as the first throw option, and it worked out great for them. Yeah, they're going to love it. They can just really solidify, like make it so that Torch can't come back. That's what Gridlock's really hoping for at this point of the game.
Feels like Gridlock's kind of an unstoppable train at this point. Just kind of rolling along here.
They've got the flow, and they're not giving it up. Not that Torch is making it easy on them. They're causing turns as well. There's still the pressure put on. Cardenas with the pull. And nice and high in the air. Wow, it's just sitting. What a slow descent. Gives New York plenty of time to get set up. Number 5's on the mark for Torch. Gets it swung to the side. Oh, thought about that. Swinging it back to the center, number 7. Got Lou, gets it to 19. Wow, they just keep moving. It's up in the air. Let's see what comes down with it.
Wow,
and
nice
it's
D.
Gridlock. Great D by Gridlock. Couldn't quite see the number from where I'm at, but looks like the D was caused by number 9, Brown.
Little inside-out flick there, but not going to work.
A little bit of collision there. Not sure if it was a foul or just contact. They're talking about it, so I'm guessing a call is made.
Felt like the disc got D'd before the contact happened.
Okay, looks like it's, yeah, clean. Looks like Torch back on offense. Let's see what they can do. Number 7 with the disc. It's Lou. Getting for the reset. Nicely done. Quick movement off the fingertips. You hate to see that happen. It's just a rough time.
I know that Torch had to travel the furthest, I think, to get here, and had to take an early morning flight, and it just seems like they're just a little off.
Definitely not the commute you like, getting from Texas to Pennsylvania,
yeah.
East Coast. Huck goes up from Gridlock. I think it was Cardenas who threw it. Number 25 gets there for the D.
Nice go-to D.
Nicely done. Number 25, Jasmine Anand.
Tried to leave it for someone else, but they're going to pick it up.
Yeah.
Contact.
Looks like foul is called. It did look a little foul-y from the throw from what we could see. Not that we have best protected by any means, but we can see, take a look there. A little fast, couldn't quite tell. They're talking about it. We'll have to see what the final decision is.
Call. Upheld.
Looks like there was a foul.
Foul contest.
Contested foul. Not sure what it's coming in at, but it's not 0.
On 2.
In on 2. They're looking for that around. Oh, faked him out. Great fakes. Look how full commitment for those fakes. And nice inside to the midfield. Looks like whistle blown. That is a timeout called.
Nicer to take the timeout in the middle of the field, a little bit away from the end zone.
Yeah. Oh, it does look like we're at that 6-minute mark. This might be one of those water timeouts. Gosh, it's so exciting.
I mean, despite the big lead, the Torch seem really still excited to be here, wanting to score as much as they can.
They're doing a lot. They're making great moves. 18-7, Gridlock. Less than 5 minutes of active play left in the first semifinal of this year's Premier Ultimate League Championship weekend. New York Gridlock with 19, Austin Torch with 7. The plays have been intense. A lot of pressure from both teams. These are not easy points to make. Just so excited to see what happens in these final minutes. There might be a big gap, but the intensity has been ramped up for both. Here comes the pull. Looks like it's centered to Elise Bjork, who gives it right back. They're doing a little bit of dribbling, and it's working great for gaining yards. Nice little upline there, number 73, who hucks it.
So it hangs long enough. Nice.
Nicely caught by number 69. It's Estes.
Now we need the patience here on the goal line.
Yeah, you don't want to rush this. Getting great fakes. And
Yes.
it's caught for the score.
That feels good for the Torch to finally get that nice upwinder in a controlled way, not like a Hail Mary way.
Right, Estes throws it. Looks like I think that was Bjork who caught that for the score. That's the kind of energy you want to see on this field. Austin Torch with 8. Oh, plenty of smiles. As they should. It was great play. Just a beautiful put. Nice follow. You can see the players just continuing on.
The nice patience by this thrower here to make sure that 100% throw that they're going to make that score.
Yeah, great movement by Bjork. Wide open on that fore side.
Coaches are keeping it positive, all smiles here on the sidelines.
It's definitely nice to see they're still having fun. Ultimate's the best, and I feel like you get the best plays as well when the players are just having a good time. Like, winning's fantastic. You always want to win. But having fun, I feel like, is such an important part.
Adds to the team bonding and team feeling.
Torsion very close on that there with a little bit of back and forth from Gridlock. They've got a lot of movement. Great offensive flow. Looks like number 24, that's Krebs with the disc. Nice movement from 31, Presberg. Oh, off the fingertips. Seen a lot of that today.
Yeah. Could be the wind is just like gusting and just lifting it a little bit, mistiming things.
I wouldn't be surprised if fingers are a little bit sweaty from the heat. Torch looking like they are looking for a bit of a reset. Wide open number 25, but the mark is just too well in place. Looks like a late stall huck. Deed by double zeros, Jenny De Jesus.
The Torch have ended up in a lot of high stall count situations, and it's smart to put up a huck, but just haven't been on the mark, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's been some great marks this game. A lot of forcing big step outs to get those arounds. A lot of denying the first, second, third, fourth options. A bit of a high release from number 31, Presberg. 66 with it now, puts up kind of floaty. Torch is there.
Second chance there.
That's so rough. Looks like they had a finger on that. It just wasn't enough to tip it away from number 2 on Gridlock, Jolene Zhang. Get a second look at that. That'd be fantastic. But there's, like I'm saying, they're putting great pressure on this. You can see that huck go up. You see, like, look at those. All those people there, hand on it. Looks like it was number 19 getting a finger on it. But New York's able to get it.
Got 2 minutes left in the game. New York's up by 12 now, 20-8.
Definitely glad to see that Torch has not stepped off the gas. You know, there's a lot to be said about, you know, you see that big difference, and it can be disheartening, it can be unmotivating, and they have not let it affect their play. Oh, gosh, I love the smooth clap thing they're doing on the offense. Like a narwhal, they gotta dig deep dive into their feelings. Push through. A lot of movement. Great jump up there for Bjork. Making sure to maintain possession by the Torch. Wow, these huck fakes from 73 are just so good. 27 lets off a real one. There's 2 players there. And the second Gridlock gets that D. It was a great cut by Torch player. I think that was 69, but you know, when you get two defensive players right in front of you, not much you can do about that. Ooh, just off the fingertips for New York.
Torch is going to get another chance.
We've seen a lot of these turns. We want to see a lot of these conversions, especially for Torch. Not sure if a minute 20 is really enough time for them to make a comeback, but they can definitely close the gap, have an impressive end. Wide open reset. Just great patience from the Torch players. It's like number 9. Ooh, that beautiful step out for a wide open score. Oh, you love to see that.
That was really nice work. Just swung it and had just open cuts all along the way there.
Yeah, Foster was wide open. No one near them for that score.
It wasn't flashy, but it was just solid ultimate.
That step up, that prep, they were so ready for it. Foster's definitely having a very nice game. I feel like they're definitely one of those players where you can see them kind of kick it up a notch. You can see the athleticism, the plays they're making, especially on that follow-through earlier when the wind pushed up the disc a bit earlier. They had to chase it down. Love to watch that, especially at this level of ultimate.
Got just a little over a minute left in the game.
There goes the pull. Bit of a roller. Cardenas picks it up. They're dribbling a little bit with 31. Pressburg centered in the field. It goes up a little bit off the fingertips. Torch gets that turn and immediately going on, getting that flow started for their offense. Oh gosh, number 26 wide open, ready for that reset. Layout D. Wow. Looks like that was Krebs for the layout. This is a high-intensity point. I love to see it. They don't call it championship weekend for nothing. Look at that dribble. Torch is right on it with their defense, though. So the lefty throwing it to number 20. It's up. Whoa,
nice grab.
Great grab. Love that from De Jesus. Getting it to Cardenas. Centered into the field to number 20. Oh, looks like a bit of a foul contact of some sort.
No contest.
That's fair. So did he just get a little too close?
Just a little bump.
Oh, off the fingertips. I've said that a lot today. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. Gridlock with the final D. That is the end of the buzzer. And the end of the game.
Gridlock moving on to the finals tomorrow. This is exciting.
They're back where they were last year, but with an undefeated record. Stick around for the next semifinals to see who their competitors are going to be. Wow, what an exciting end. That was some high pressure playing. Here we go, seeing grabs a D. Wow, what a layout. There it is from another angle.
Love it.
Sometimes with these, you really see why she's the Callahan winner.
Just the intensity with which she plays. I mean, just the movement is always fast, quick, hard, just running all the time.
Yeah, had some great plays from both sides.
Here come the surge and the shadow, getting ready for the next game.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to see who makes it out on top, DC or Philadelphia.
Got the hometown crowd here cheering for the surge. Might be the thing that pushes them over the top.
It's going to be interesting to see how that game goes. It's a little bit cooler for them, not having to play in the sun the way that Gridlock and Torch have had to.
Temperature's only going down to 95 degrees.
See you guys next time. Final score, New York Gridlock 20, Austin Torch 9. New York Gridlock moving on to tomorrow's game in the championship.